Hello neighbors, welcome to See Jan Astrology. My name is Janice Coutu, and I thank you for visiting today. In this segment, we will discuss the upcoming partial lunar eclipse on Friday, November the 19th of 2021. This partial lunar eclipse will be in the Earth sign of Taurus at 27 degrees in opposition to the Sun, which is in the water sign of Scorpio. This lunar eclipse will also kick off a series of eclipses involving both Taurus and Scorpio through early 2023. This partial lunar eclipse will be the longest partial eclipse in nearly 600 years and will last over 3 hours. The last one, I believe, lasted about an hour and a half. So this is a long one. This eclipse will be great viewing for North America and many countries around the globe. And I don't know if in your area, but in my area, lately, I've noticed that many of the local broadcast news stations and the meteorologists are giving you times and best viewing locations for many of the upcoming celestial events. So try and catch it if you can. It's, for me, very interesting and exciting viewing. This Friday moon will be 97% eclipse, so the color of the moon will take on a ruddy red hue. If you happen to be up early, about 3 or 4-ish, depending on your time zone, take a look. It's very nice to see, and you learn a little bit about astronomy as well. This lunar eclipse will usually have an effect on us for probably about 6 months or so. The moon represents our emotions, and with the full moon partial eclipse, these emotions and inner feelings can be rather intense. I don't know about you, but I've always heard people say, I don't know what's going on, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. Is it the full moon? Well, this one is that, and then some more and more. And especially if you have planets in the fixed sign of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, and planets that are at 27 to 29 degrees, and those that are in your anchor houses, 1, 4, 7, or 10, you might really feel it intensely. But everyone is affected by a lunar eclipse. In my opinion, I believe that eclipses are a wake-up call. It's asking us, what do we need to face? What have we ignored or just pacified? Instead of going deep and really getting down to the root of what our emotions are and working to identify and get a greater understanding of why this is this way or that is that way. The moon is in the earth sign Taurus. It's ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of money and love and beauty, and Taurus wants to concentrate on the I have, material comforts and stability, and our own personal economy. But then the water sign of Scorpio, ruled by Pluto, will want to focus on what we have, maybe in relationships, maybe on your job, maybe in people that you encounter. And what it wants to do, it wants to go deep, and it wants to reconstruct and maybe even transform those comforts or that relationship. And as you can see, these two celestial bodies are in opposition. So that's going to create tension inside of us. But what we'll need to do, because it will be activated and you will feel this, we need to come to a happy medium. Figure out what is the baseline for us to bring balance and harmony. And everyone is okay with it, because it's going to be an intense interaction at times. I believe that the lunar eclipse, and I know this personally, it can force us and give us an opportunity to change things. we can reassess our dreams, our hopes and desires. Let's say you have it in your status house, your midheaven, and it's opposing your home life. You know, there's going to have to be some give and take with that. Maybe you don't want to work, or you want to work, or something is different. You're going to have to figure out how you can come to a happy medium. And if that's done, we can all see, in many times this can happen, that our dreams can come true. We just have to put in the work. Also, at this time, when a lunar eclipse is activating our chart, we might want to reassess our relationships, be it personal, business, or casual. We might want to understand whether these relationships are worthy of our time. Is it a good thing to be loyal to these relationships? And do they represent the values that we represent? We need to assess, and reassess. If once you assess these relationships or even these creature comforts, we might decide that this is something that we don't need anymore. Maybe these are relationships that are unhealthy, or things we feel aren't worthy or don't meet up to our values. At this time, these items or these relationships could be eclipsed out of our life. But in my opinion, this is our opportunity to seek a higher level, a new freedom, go after what we want. So we really have to look at this as almost like a new beginning. And as an astrologer, I think it's very important that everyone look at their chart. Everyone's chart is unique. We are masterpieces in our own right. And it's a good thing to see where this lunar eclipse will activate in your chart. Give you a little landscape of the next 6 months or so. It's a good thing. I also find this lunar eclipse even more interesting because I know it well personally, but because it has a very similar effect. It's in very close degrees, but the one thing that I find very interesting is that the North Node in 2002 at the lunar eclipse was in Gemini. That's where the North Node will be with this eclipse on Friday, November the 19th. These lunar eclipses activate the lunar nodes. They become more intense, they're more potent, and possibly life-changing. An interesting note that I knew and I wanted to let you guys know is our President Biden. He has a Scorpio sun at 27 degrees and his moon is in Taurus. Well, back in 2002, then Senator Joe Biden had his chart heavily activated, and he was one of the many senators who agreed with President Bush at that time to go into the Iraq war situation. So I'm sure there are many other situations, and that was just slightly before the lunar eclipse, but those are the type of things that happen that can sometimes change your life and travel with you throughout your journey in life. So I thought that was very, very interesting. And this time, the lunar eclipse will activate in his 6th and 12th houses. So I am always praying for the health and vitality of our president because he is our leader. And I pray that his wishes and hopes and what he wants to do for our nation to make us strong as a world leader, that those things come true. So I'm sure he has a lot of work to do, as we do in our personal lives. So just from this example with President Biden, it shows us that life is cyclical and that Things that come around once may come around again. But knowing this, we can improve our life. We can use this experience and take advantage to create a more fulfilling existence. I think that's what we all should do. The things that we should learn from these lunar eclipses that we will experience, that we can be better people individually, and we can be better people for the people that we love and the people that we interact with on a daily basis. So in closing, I always intend to give my spiritually enlightened energy of hope to anyone that's listening. So I ask you to ponder this. Ask and stay open to receiving. Eventually, everything you request and remain open to will find you. Because your life is truly full of miracles, whether you know it or not. So I thank you very much for listening. I ask that you please subscribe if you like what you heard, and hit the like button and hit the notification bell for future video uploads. Until next time, live your best you and stay safe. Bye.